This is Weasel Coffee.
Welcome back to our channel. We are James and Kelly, and we are taking you along with us on a motorbike trip through Vietnam. In our last video, we took a break from driving and walked through Đà Lạt, checking out all of the city's highlights. Today, we set out to try some of Đà Lat's most unique coffee, Weasel Phouc coffee. Vietnam is known for its coffee, and today we are going to a coffee plantation, and it's home to a unique type of coffee.
We've made it to the Me Linh Coffee Garden. It was an easy 35-40 minute ride here on our motorbike, just kind of down some sloping roads. It was a nice drive. Now it's time for us to explore the garden and try some of their special coffee.
To get into the Me Linh coffee, you have two ways to buy in. You can either buy just a regular coffee that only gets you into the main lobby area to overlook the coffee plantations, or you can add an additional $35,000 to each drink to also explore their additional area, which looks like a huge Instagrammable spot for you to walk around, and there's a bunch of different like colorful things and ways for you to take a bunch of different pictures. We bought the more expensive drink so we can go walk around and see everything. I obviously don't drink coffee, so I only got an oolong tea, while James got their specialty coffee.
The Me Linh Coffee Garden is known for their specialty coffee, a Weasel coffee. And what is a Weasel coffee, you might ask? It is coffee beans that have been eaten by a weasel and then pooped out and then roasted and made into coffee. So that is what I am trying today. There are 3 different types of Weasel coffee you can get here. You can get a mocha, which is a little bit bitter, the cherry, which is more sweet, and then the Arabica, which is supposed to be sour. I went with the cherry because I wanted a sweeter coffee today. But before you see my reaction trying this coffee, let's go learn about how they make this Weasel coffee.
Now that we got our drinks, we are walking to the coffee production and the weasels. Both of us do not like zoos or any type of thing that puts animals in cages. So it's kind of weird to see that this weasel coffee is made from weasels that are basically their pets. So this is their cages. They are actually very clean and quite spacious, but I don't see any weasels. See any weasels? You do? So we're in the weasel cages, but we can't see any weasels. I found one!
Looks like each weasel has their own cage, and these cages are kind of built fairly large, and they include some sticks for them to climb on, and then a like little house that they all seem to be sleeping in. We definitely came during their nap time because every single one of them are asleep right now, curled up in their houses. In the middle of the weasel cages, there are these baskets full of coffee beans, and they definitely look like have already passed through the weasels, and they collect them, and they look like this. They look like little turds that are made of all coffee beans, which I'd imagine be very painful, but hopefully not on the weasels. They feed the weasels the coffee bean cherries, and the weasels eat them, and the seed passes through their stomach and is pooped out, and that is what they collect to make this special weasel coffee. Now this is a coffee bean fruit. I think it's called a cherry. So the coffee bean's on the inside here, and then around it is this kind of like hard fruit-like skin, And the skin's a little bit sweet, but it's not super sweet. Kind of has the cherry smell to it, which just makes it weird. All right, first taste.
Ew, James eating weasel poop.
I think it's kind of a flavorful coffee. It's definitely still very bitter. There are some like cherry flavors to it. It's not bad. I definitely would not purposely seek out coffee that has been pooped out though. Because I think there are other coffees that haven't been pooped out by animals that are just as good, if not better, than what this is. But it's for the experience. And yes, this is definitely one of the grossest things that I think, in my mind, I've been trying to date. All right, so now it's time to put some honey in it. It's alright. It's good. It's just a cup of coffee. If you come to Me Linh and you are not adventurous enough to try the Weasel coffee, you can also try some of their just regular coffee. They make some regular roasts as well as the Weasel roast. So you can still get some of their delicious coffee here that has not been through a Weasel. We're now walking down into the paid ticket area, which Kelly is calling the Instagrammable spots because it is full of these kind of statues and things for people to take pictures with. Before you go, you have to show them your ticket and they give you a little stamp on your wrist here. While walking to different areas of this coffee garden, you walk on raised platforms, so you're always constantly surrounded by the coffee trees.
Vietnam is the second largest coffee producer in the whole entire world. And I can see why, because as we've been driving up to Đà Lạt, we have been surrounded by coffee plantations and all of the trees going up through the hills and the mountains. And at first I thought it was just normal trees. And then I realized, no, they're not just your normal trees, they are coffee trees.
There you go. Spread your wings and fly, Kelly. Rainbow Road.
We are now on this rainbow road. It's actually really pretty. And I think that the colors just really make it pop on this gorgeous sunny day. We finished walking around the Me Linh coffee garden and now we're gonna head back into town to go to the Dragon Pagoda. So if you want to see more of Đà Lạt, make sure to keep on watching. What's nice about driving a motorbike is you can stop whenever you want if you see something cool. We came across this temple with this giant sculpture. As we're driving by, we are passing all of these palms and they are so bright and vibrant. There's one pink and blue and yellow. And it's just so pretty, so gorgeous looking at the house. We decided to drop off the bike back at the hostel because it looks like it might rain and there's no real point into driving around the city. So first thing we need to do is eat lunch because it's 2 o'clock now, and then we're gonna head to the Pagoda. We are going to not get local food. We're going to go to a burger joint called Aussie Burgers.
Our burgers came out. I got the best burger, obviously. And Kelly got the avocado burger. Looks like homemade buns and beef. Mine's even got an egg on it. Looks like it's gonna be real good. That's a real good burger. Yeah, that is delicious. Got beetroot on it. Look at the colors.
We just finished eating at Aussie Burger and it was so good. I would totally recommend for anyone to come to Đà Lạt if you're craving a burger to check out Aussie Burger. We're now waiting on our Grab driver to take us to the Pagoda. It's still 20 minutes out from where we are, and it's 150 dong for the Grab.
We have finally made it to the Phouc Pagoda, which is nicknamed the Dragon Pagoda here in Đà Lạt. And you can see behind me that it's several buildings. It has a temple, a pagoda, and then a third structure, which I don't know what it is. But all of these are made from broken pieces of glass and pottery.
Outside of this pagoda is incredible. It is all made of porcelain glass, and it said that it took 12,000 bottles just to build the dragon that's on the outside. You are not allowed to take any sort of pictures or videos inside of the temple because it is a place of worship. So as to respect their privacy, we are not doing so. We're just going to admire everything on the outside. Right outside is a nice little garden.
Throughout Đà Lạt, you will see lots and lots of flowers, and that's because Đà Lạt is not only known for all of its coffee plantations, it's also known for its flower production. It's one of its biggest industries here in Đà Lạt, and you will see Đà Lạt flowers all over Vietnam. Every single surface on this pagoda is filled with porcelain. It's completely decorated with broken pieces all over to make whatever type of art design they were looking for. And you can even look at each broken piece to see what was on the original porcelain. This one had butterflies and flowers.
They even made it so like you have like your flowers. The architecture here and the amount of work it took to make this pagoda and temple is incredible.
We've walked up 4 flights now,
Looks like
and it just keeps going.
Like there are still 2 more.
Phouc Pagoda is definitely a must-see here in Đà Lạt. It is beautiful to go walk through and check out all of its designs made of pottery and glass.
If you're ever in Đà Lạt and you want to check out the coffee plantation or the pagoda, both are a super easy day trip that you can do yourself. If you enjoyed watching our video, make sure you give it a like and leave us a comment, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one.
We'll see ya.